Hey everybody. Today it's all about real estate. So welcome to another edition of Protection, Finance, and More. This is the Q&A showdown. I have a special guest today. Her name is Paulina. Paulina, please introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, I'm an agent broker for residential only with Sutton Synergy in Montreal.
Okay. So today it's different. We're doing it different. So we're talking about real estate. We know the pandemic has hit everybody in the world. So COVID did a lot of damage to people. People lost their jobs, businesses were affected. But in the midst of everything, I was listening to the radio. I listened to the radio and I see that from what I heard, real estate did very good in 2020. And in 2021, it's still doing okay. The prices, when I listen to the radio, I always hear like the prices are high. How is the real estate market now? And since the pandemic, why do you think it's doing good?
Since the pandemic, what happened, by what I think, is because when we were like nobody can could go out, they closed like the real estate 3 months, like March until May. So, and in that at the same time, the rate were so low. So what happened is like that create a lot of people that wanted to buy, but a lot of people didn't want to sell. So because the world wouldn't stop. So because of that two things, I think that was the first step for the creation of the multiple offer and all the rest. But since 2020, the price didn't stop going up. Honestly, I don't know when it's going to stop, but I think if somebody wants to go in that that branch, I think they have to find like strategic ways to win when you represent buyers because it's not easy.
It's not easy. What I see 2021 is going, we're in July now. What do you think it's going to happen in the next 6 months or in the next 12 months? Do you think it's still going to be, the real estate is still going to be rising? It's going to be booming. What do you think it's going to happen?
Well, I think since 50 years, the price are rising, but in 2020, it rise up too much, like 20, 30, 40% more than the last value of the year before. So I think right now we're in a little slow motion because people are in vacation, people we're in July, so a lot of people report their project to the next year. So even me with my clients, I can see that they're less motivated to make offer right now. So I think for the summer it's gonna get slower. So that's the good time to buy because everybody is busy doing like fun stuff, and I can see it when I make offer. Usually, like 4 months ago, 30 offer for the same house that today 5 offer. And that's because people report their project or they just like cancel the project because the price are too high now and they cannot buy it anymore. But it's definitely is in slow motion right now. What I think in September it's gonna pick it up again. I think people gonna start to sell more properties, and I think the market could go like slower. But when I mean slower, I mean people will start to sell more, and people that want to buy, they just want to like not buy anymore. So I think the market's gonna slowly but surely maybe go a little bit more equal, but I think that's going to take time because the inventory right now is so like empty. There's nothing, and everything there's something, it goes like fast. So that's what I think.
What's the average price of a home for normal family?
Three bedrooms with like one bathroom and more. In Longueuil, it's not less than 450, but it always depends of a lot of things. In Montreal, it's really much. It's more expensive, but I mean in the South Shore, now their prices are very, very expensive because everybody is leaving from Montreal, selling their homes at a high price, and they want to buy in the South Shore. So now it's like really hard to buy in Montreal and in the South Shore. So yeah, I think the average price for the South Shore, a regular house is between 425 and 500,000.
Okay.
A regular, nothing special, regular.
Okay. What's if I want to buy a house tomorrow? What's the process do I have to take? What are the steps that I have to take?
The first steps is to call me because the first step you have to talk with somebody, a director at a bank, because him is going to do your pre-qualification. That means it's going to ask you how much you made and all your paper. And that's really confidential. Like, I don't know nothing about that. So people does not need to be shy about that. Like, it's not with the agent that they will talk about that. It's really with the director of the bank. Me, I always work with the same director because it's very fast and he's very good and he always make my transaction go well. So that's a good point. When you go with an agent, you can access his circle. And yes, so the first step is really to go to the bank, have the pre-qualification, and it will tell you everything you need, every step. And then when we have the amount that you can buy, then we can start like shopping. Because without that paper, we cannot shop and go visit because in the market right now, we have to have the pre-qualification to make an offer. We cannot make an offer without that pre-qualification because it's a paper really easy to have, and that shows to the seller that we are like prepared to buy and we're serious and motivated.
Okay. And what advice would you give to someone who wants to purchase a property for the first time or wants to buy other property? What advice could you give them?
But really to go with the budget, but I mean, the first advice is to be prepared to go on multiple offer. Honestly, like 9 on 10 times I go on multiple offers. So they need to be prepared for that. And they need to know, like with the budget, the things that they can have and to not listen the friends and the family that think they know a lot of like l'immobilier, because most of the time that's opinion, that's not fact. And yes, I think the most important thing is really to go with an agent and go with somebody that somebody else recommended you, because you will sure have a good service, a fast follow-up. It's very important in that market to go like with an agent, because right now I don't even know the people that doesn't have agent how to deal with that, because it's not easy. So really my recommendation is to find a good agent to help you to start the process.
Okay. Thanks a lot. This was some basic information for everybody. Like I said, today was real estate. We're gonna do that probably another time with Paulina eventually. If you want to contact her, we're gonna have some information at the end. You will see her contact number, and if you want to reach out, you could always reach out for more information. So this on my side, this is the end of this Q&A, protection, finance, and more. So I hope everybody enjoy it, and we'll see you next time.